He's the king of action movies. He's high-kicking all over the world. And he's easily one of the most recognizable screen stars on the planet. He is the one and only Jackie Chan, and right now, we've got him. You're gonna see Hong Kong like you've never seen it before, through Jackie's eyes. He's come on home to give us the inside dirt on what makes his birthplace one of the hottest destinations in Asia for everyone. So don't even move, because you don't want to make Mr. Jackie Chan mad.
Welcome to Hong Kong, City of Light. That's the best buyer. Oh. Hong Kong, welcome.
Hong Kong, the birthplace of the hugely celebrated megastar Jackie Chan. It's the gateway to Asia. Sure, Hollywood, USA is his new hometown, but Hong Kong will always be Jackie's true love. This is the town that swept him to fame and fortune, taught him his skills, but kept him grounded.
I grew up in Hong Kong, definitely yes. Hong Kong side, right top of the mountain. That's my home.
He's kept close ties with the city, and right now, Jackie's here to show us everything you need to know about Hong Kong. Our movie star guide will reveal his secrets of Hong Kong. Of course, don't let the word hometown fool you. Hong Kong is fast and furious, just like Manhattan, home to 7.2 million people and huge multinational corporations. It's not just a business center, it's also a playground for the super rich.
These last 10 years, I'm a tourist too. Every time I'm coming back, something new.
But who says you have to be a billionaire or a movie star like Jackie to enjoy this city? From chaotic downtown to outside sleepy islands, and bargain markets to designer shops, Jackie reveals to us the metropolis locals call the City of Life.
That's my Hong Kong.
Did you know that Hong Kong is as far south as the Bahamas and just as tropical? The city sits on the southeast coast of China and has always been a gateway between China mainland and the Western world. Look around you. Contrasts are everywhere. Glittering skyscrapers are framed by lush mountains and white beaches. East meets West. Communism coexists with capitalism, all sandwiched between the mountains and the sea. 11 million tourists come every year and pour a whopping $7 billion into the city. Even for wealthy Hong Kong folks, this means big business. No wonder the locals don't take tourists for granted in this town.
Hong Kong is such a very small city. Everything import. We have to buy from some other country, even the water buy from China, the fruit buy from Bangkok, and the car from Japan. You know, we have nothing. So this is why tourists for us is very important.
What you can take for granted is Hong Kong's size. It's such a small place, it's hard to get lost. Think you're outside America, on the other side of the world? Think again. Don't be surprised to see your favorite brands, from Starbucks to Big Macs, Coke to Holiday Inns. Not to mention the English language itself. America's everywhere, so never fear. Your Grand Skim Latte is only a heartbeat away.
Hong Kong people so funny. If anything popular here, everybody come here. There's so many space in this side. Nobody go. Everybody just start in one place, a tiny place.
From fortune seekers to refugees, this place is a magnet. And this land is opportunity. A promise that follows through for many. Jackie is the classic example. His parents came here to escape Mao's China in 1952. Jackie was born in 1954 and appropriately named Chan Kong San, which means born in Hong Kong. His early years were spent at the French embassy, where his father was a cook. Amazingly, Jackie made his first film at 8 and landed his first leading kung fu role at 17. And he's been kicking you-know-what ever since. When Hollywood noticed him at 25, he was catapulted to international stardom. Today, he is Hong Kong's well-loved favorite son, their pride and joy. But Jackie's not always on a movie set. So how does he get around in a city that's divided by water? Hong Kong Island on one side and Kowloon on the other.
I show you something special. As we're going to cross the harbor, we take the Star Ferry. It's a very interesting, exciting. Check out the view.
Did you know that since 1934, the Star Ferries have been shuttling people across the harbor every 8 minutes, 18 hours a day, for only 50 cents a ride? It's such a good time, some people do it again and again and again.
I think that's the image of Hong Kong, building on two sides in the harbor.
High-kicking Jackie lives in LA these days, but Hong Kong is still under his skin, and even he gets a kick out of the knockout views.
Every time when I introduce Hong Kong, even myself stay on a ferry, when I look at it, it's really beautiful, yeah.
Now, don't be confused. This is no ocean cruise, and it doesn't have to take up a big chunk of your day. But if you only have time for one thing in Hong Kong, it has to be the Star Ferry.
Hong Kong.
Moving on, Jackie really wants to see one of his all-time favorite places in Hong Kong, so we're hitching a ride with him. But he's so busy signing autographs, he's forgotten it's a business day, Monday to be precise.
Monday, today. We should do it on Sunday, yesterday. Much better. There's traffic everywhere, huh?
Hong Kong is like LA and New York, all bumper to bumper. But nobody had better feel road rage with Jackie Chan.
I love to drive. I always drive by myself, wherever I go. Come in, sorry! Sorry! That's Hong Kong.
But where's Jackie taking us? To the place where he was born, Hong Kong's most popular destination, Victoria Peak. It's the city's best place for a view and not to be missed. Unlike sprawling U.S. cities like Los Angeles or Chicago, Hong Kong really is a tiny place. You can cross it in half an hour by train. At the foot of Victoria Peak, traffic's not the only problem. Giving up on his car, Jackie's chosen a quicker way to the top. This just goes to show that newer isn't always better. The Peak trams have been chugging along since 1888. Jackie's taking us to the pinnacle of Victoria Peak, or as the locals say, the Peak. It's close to the French embassy where he lived until he went to a martial arts boarding school on Kowloon. The Peak is one of the highest points in all of Hong Kong. The ride costs just $2 a ticket, but Jackie being Jackie, he doesn't always ride inside.
2 years ago, I was doing a Hong Kong TV. I was on top of the train to filming and jump over.
As the most recognizable face in Hong Kong, Jackie's fans are everywhere. He doesn't need the film crew to get noticed, and he's just as excited as they are about the ride.
We're going to the Peak, the best view of Hong Kong. I show you.
Jackie loves the romance of the tram. For him, it's a near vertical trip up memory lane.
Every time I come back to Hong Kong, the first place I go is the Peak. When you go on top of the mountain, you feel fresh. You just feel relaxed. Look at the view first.
The Peak is a dozen surprises all rolled into one. It's the #1 attraction in the city, with scads of ways for the shops and entertainers to ease $1 out of your pocket, from eats to oddities and plenty of neat surprises. It's also a very desirable zip code. The rent here can cost up to an unbelievable $18,000 per month.
It's a really, really expensive land. Any house here, more than 3 million, 4 million. The cheapest house, apartment is 2 million. So this is why we call $2 million view. You can see, it's so beautiful. From here to there, you can see the whole Hong Kong Kowloon. When you come here, you look at the view, you forget all the problem. Really, really relax.
Once you've had your downtime, you can check out some of the other restaurants, shops, and museums on Victoria Peak. And what could be more natural than burrowing into the side of the mountain to build a shopping mall and museums? Natural in Hong Kong, that is. There's even a Madame Tussauds world-famous wax museum. Jackie's made the cast list. So if you didn't bring your own movie star, you can borrow Jackie for your photo opportunity. If that's not enough, play along with your very own rock and roll legends. Coming up next, hang on to your autograph books as we follow Jackie Chan, movie star, as he's mobbed by fans in the market and wrestles with giant lobsters.
That's the best buy. Get ready for part 2.
This is Jackie Chan. He was born in Hong Kong, and it's a city he loves and he wants to share with you. He's the star of Rush Hour and 60 other movies. He's Asia's #1 heartthrob, and even though he lives mostly in LA, he's come back to Hong Kong to co-star with his hometown, the place they call the City of Life. Jackie's dad was a chef, and he loves his food. So now he's going to help us get the inside track on his old food stomping grounds as Hong Kong's favorite son and official tourist ambassador. Like every homecoming street-savvy Hong Kong boy, Jackie is set to get some real home cooking. If your tummy is ready to rumble like his, this is the place to sample Jackie's hometown grub.
Every time I come back to Hong Kong, the first things I gotta do is eat. Yeah, I miss a lot of food. I have to eat all kinds of food.
In Hong Kong, it's never a long trip from the market to the table. These are the famous wet markets. Did you know the Chinese want to see their food alive and kicking before they buy it? In this market, if it doesn't wriggle or jiggle, it doesn't get sold.
Chinese market, we call wet market. Everything is fresh. Jump, jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. No. That's all good, all fresh. Whoa, look at that. That's the best buy. Oh. So, look at this. That's a fresh. Ooh.
Now that he's trained the shrimps for the high jump, he's going to keep you one jump ahead. And there's always another market just down the road.
This area, you have a wet market and dry market. Maybe 15 minutes later, that's another one. Dry market, I think, is all the dry food. Even the fish is dry, everything is dry. See? That's a dry market. Dry, even the vegetables dry.
Long ago, before refrigeration, the Chinese learned how to preserve food by drying. Our ever-hungry hero wants you to forget your waistline and try some real Hong Kong food.
You can have a breakfast, you can have a dinner anytime, lunch anytime. Open 24 hours. When I'm in London, when I'm in America, even they talking about Chinese food. Yes, they do make Chinese food, but I think becoming American Chinese food is not exactly Chinese food.
The real deal is Cantonese cooking. This is local style, and for them, and some critics, one of the very best of China's 5 regional cuisines. Of course, they could be biased. Forget the MSG and the fat-laden cooking you're used to at home. Here, it's the original fast food, and the emphasis is on fresh. If you want to blast your taste buds with strong flavors, then try another type, because Cantonese grub is subtle stuff that gourmets everywhere adore. To find the best restaurants, simply look for the crowds. Remember, most folks speak some English, and they do want to help you empty your wallets. No matter where you go to dine in Hong Kong, table manners are the same, yet they can also be very different from at home. Here you have to get used to sharing. Eating out family style is the only way to go. Eating here is fun, and chit-chat at the table is all part of Hong Kong dining. When the bill comes, whatever you do, don't try to split the check with your friends in Hong Kong. The maitre d' won't appreciate it, and he may even throw you out. After dinner, it's time for Hong Kong nightlife.
I really can say it's full of action and a lot of life. And it seems that the people never sleep 24 hours. Even in some other place like America, even in Taiwan, when after 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock you go to the restaurant, they close. No, in Hong Kong, anytime.
This is a 24/7 town, and as some people are going to sleep, armies of other people are just waking up. So pick up the pace and head for the nightlife zones where you can party till dawn. And don't just take our word for it.
It's fantastic because it combines so many things. I mean, you have the bright lights and excitement of New York City, you have the party atmosphere of New Orleans, you have the glitz and glam of Miami. It has everything of all the different cities combined into one place.
But hang on to your wallet. Dancing till dawn can be pricey, with beer nearly $10 a hit. After you've had your fill of partying, grab the perfect late-night munchie. Fill up on one of Jackie's favorites, Hong Kong's version of the renowned egg roll.
Try that. Good. Very favorite.
Coming up next, Jackie Chan takes us back to the Hollywood of his childhood. And it's not quite what you expect. He's going to make sure you don't max out your credit cards, because Jackie Chan is taking us shopping. Action star Jackie Chan is Hong Kong's favorite export, and he's taking a break from breaking box office records to come home to the city he loves and to show us the best. He's worked his way up from the bottom and made it, and he's going to give you the benefit of his experience. But after all, Jackie was brought up far from wealthy, but he's high-kicked his way to success. He knows the value of $1, so right now, Jackie's going to share his inside information with hot tips from his own backyard.
That's my Hong Kong.
As they say in America, when the going gets tough, the tough go shopping. And you'll need to be tough if you want to make it into even half of the shops and markets in Jackie's Hong Kong. Here you can buy anything and everything. The challenge is trying not to max out your credit cards and getting a good deal while you're at it. So what does Jackie recommend you buy in a city where everything is for sale tax-free? The answer is one of Jackie's personal passions: antiques.
I love antiques. Hong Kong is one of the best places to buy it. Why? Because we're so close to China.
With thousands of years of history, China is a vast reservoir of treasures. And here, antique can mean seriously old. China was blocked off from the rest of the world for centuries. And even now, Hong Kong is the only place in the world where you can legally buy Chinese antiquities at their source. And on Hong Kong Island, there are two places to go prospecting for antiques. The first is upscale Hollywood Road, a kind of rodeo drive for old treasures. And just 2 blocks down, there's the strangely named Cat Street, where you can shop for just a few dollars.
How about 25? 25 US. Sorry. No?
Some of the garage sale odds and ends in Cat Street aren't really old, but dig down a little, and there are some truly old prizes. There are deals to be had if you don't forget to haggle. It's part of the fun. But just what does a Hollywood movie star collect when money is no object? Believe it or not, Jackie's choice is antique locks.
Collect a lot of lock, Chinese old lock. I collect funny things, yeah.
In fact, while their wives had a rest from shopping, these guys found some of Jackie's favorites, old Chinese combination locks. It's tricky when you don't speak the language and are haggling using foreign money.
Does it work? Can you open it?
Yeah.
Bingo. Look how simple that is.
Now that he's found his collector's piece, let's see how the bargaining comes along.
60?
80, okay. Like.
No.
60, no money.
80?
65.
Good price, 70, okay.
Good price.
Good price.
$70.
Okay, thank you.
The final bill? Less than 10 US dollars.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Not bad for first-time hagglers. Now that you're a black belt in bargaining, you can step up to the big leagues and head 2 blocks uphill to Hollywood Road. Here there are 250 shops jumbled together and all selling Chinese antiques. Hollywood Road prices aren't good for your blood pressure. Sure, they can start from $50, but they can also skyrocket up to $1 million. That's a lot of money. But why would anybody pay so much? Well, the answer is in the US, it's considered cheap. Now, $1 million may not seem cheap, but this stuff costs up to 4 times less than in the good old USA. The sales tax alone could make your hair curl, but here, it's also tax-free. Jackie's got his plastic out, and it's time to go shopping.
You go into the antique shop, even you're not gonna buy it, you learn a lot of things.
Here, Hollywood, California veteran Jackie meets Victor, a veteran of Hollywood Road, Hong Kong. Amazingly, many of these antiques were made before the time of Christ.
When I pick up the stone, what's that? Oh, that's 2,000 years old. Is it 2,000 years old? How do you know? And that's 3,000 years old. That makes you, I'm only what? I'm only 40 something. Wow, 2,000 years. You just cannot imagine why these kind of things still survive over here. Horses brings people good luck. I hope it brings the peace. Yeah.
Everything on this table is under $200. But even though they are old, they're not so rare. But this 600-year-old horse is. And it recently sold for $35,000 here on Hollywood Road. For the buyer, that could be an instant profit of $100,000 back in the USA. No matter how much you decide to spend, make sure you get the real McCoy and not a high-class copy. Buying an expensive fake could really spoil your vacation.
Because when you buy pieces, it is authentic, your investment is well protected. If you buy a pieces, it's a reproduction, so the money is just gone.
If you see this sign, you probably won't get ripped off.
Hong Kong Tourist Association, we have a guarantee. The shop, they're not cheating you. You have to go there. Some of the shop, you cannot tell.
If old stuff isn't your bag, but bargains are, then why not check one of the other bustling day markets dotted throughout Hong Kong? The most famous of these is Stanley Market on the south side of Hong Kong. It's a honey trap for tourists, so don't forget to haggle. Stanley is a village, but it's a village dedicated to shopping. This is Ina from Texas, and this lady has a nose for a bargain.
I've been here 1 week and I come every day, and I find something different every day. The silver is a good buy, the linens are an excellent buy, and I've bought several different things that I cannot find in the States at the good prices that Hong Kong has. My husband says my bags are getting too full, but I still have a little space.
If you've still got the shopping bug, then head for a night market. From 8 till the wee hours, and yes, we're talking 4 a.m., you can spend, spend, spend. This family are sampling the goods here at Kowloon's well-known Temple Street night market.
I bought this purse. This one was $7 American.
$7, yeah.
$7 American.
Probably could have got it for $5.
But that was kind of why I didn't bargain.
In a catalog, a cashmere sweater is about $250, and you can get them here for about $35. So it's a wonderful place to shop.
Once you've filled your bags with designer wear, make some more space, but this time for yourself. Did you know that the world's greatest place to tantalize your feet is in Hong Kong? If you're in the mood for a little movie star style pampering, this massage is for you. 2,000 years of Chinese medicine will be placed at your feet, literally.
Good afternoon.
Here in Hong Kong, they are the masters of the ancient art of reflexology. That's foot massage to you and me. And visitors come from all over the world to sample its healing powers. So if your little piggies have been to the market, then get them out and get ready for a foot massage. It's health-giving, and for those lucky enough to experience it, it's just like going to the gym. Just one problem. It won't take an inch off your hips. At just $25 US for a 45-minute foot massage, this is one treatment that will leave you walking on air. Coming up next, better save your seats as our martial arts movie star takes us on a crash course into the real Hong Kong. So don't move a muscle unless you want Jackie Chan to whip your...
That's my Hong Kong.
Born in Hong Kong, Jackie Chan, star of more than 60 action movies, is showing us the real Hong Kong. Jackie loves this town and wants to share it with all of you. It's a place where the cultures of the East and West collide head-on. But if you don't want to be roadkill, stay with us as Jackie guides you through his Hong Kong. To many, it's like a New Orleans of the East, but this Oriental Big Easy is a place of surprises. Give it a few hours to move to its own eastern beat, and you'll feel like it's a home away from home. It's uncanny when you see how soon you'll fit right in.
Hong Kong is a multicultural city, so I think this why the tourists, when they come to Hong Kong, it's like, okay, no matter you're Canadian, Indian, German, French, whenever you come, just you feel like you're home.
In Hong Kong, it's easy to forget that you are in a part of China where they've been doing things differently for thousands of years. Glance around you and take a peek at this strange old world. The Hong Kong Chinese can be particularly superstitious. To them, everything has a symbolic meaning, especially numbers and colors.
Red is very, very important for Chinese people. When you see red, always happy things going on. When you see white, it's bad things.
Colors symbolize different things here than you might think. For us, white is a wedding color. For the Chinese, white is for funerals, not celebrations.
When you go to some other people's house, you see some white things around, then you know something happened. Maybe the fathers died, but you see some red lantern, that means Maybe they're getting married.
You needn't be shy about dropping in at one of the 600-odd temples in Hong Kong. Here, they don't call the shrink for the answer to a problem. They go person to person.
I do something wrong. You know, people cannot tell the parents, you cannot tell the children, you cannot tell the friend. Only way you tell the God.
This is the Man Mo Temple, set up by a pirate who saw the error of his ways and plea bargained with the gods. His repentance didn't last long, though. Later in life, he went into politics. By burning incense and offerings, Jackie can ask for yet another box office smash. The principles of Buddhism are important to the Hong Kong Chinese.
Tell the Buddha, I want to have a son. Next year you have a son. Wow, the Buddha helps me. They're going back to have to thank you, the Buddha, these kind of things.
This is the Great Buddha on Lantau Island, just minutes by ferry from the center of the city. Buddhist influence is everywhere, as is respect for all kinds of beliefs. Tell some people around the world you are a vegetarian, and they'll look at you funny. But here, they'll respect your point of view. From mountaintops to street level, Hong Kong can spring surprises. Look out for shopkeepers making roadside offerings to the spirit world to bring good business. Almost every shop has a shrine in Hong Kong. For those too impatient to wait for the favor of the gods, there's a shortcut to hidden knowledge: the fortune teller. In Hong Kong, there's no shortage of wise men and women to massage your hopes and fears in return for a few dollars. If you don't take it seriously, it can be seriously fun. And this is Fortune Alley, one of many places where the future can be revealed in mysterious Hong Kong.
Always you want to go out.
Chinese fortune tellers read more than just your palms. They look at everything, from your hands to your face, and from your bank balance to your phone bill. They claim to diagnose the future rather than see it. From this age-old diagram recently bought from the supermarket, they'll tell you all kinds of intimate details about your love life or about your business. And watch out, even your monkey business. Jackie doesn't like to have his fortune told.
I don't like people to say, Jackie, you be careful this year. You have, you see blood. These kind of things makes me nervous.
But other elements of Hong Kong Chinese culture can be just as much fun to see and find out about. Much of the city is designed under the ancient principles of feng shui. It's become popular in the United States in the past few years. Simply understood, feng shui is about balance from where to place a chair to the number of fish in your fish tank. For the Hong Kong Chinese, it's almost as important as life itself. Feng Shui masters are brought in to consult on every major decision. Would you believe that no important Hong Kong building can be built without a Feng Shui master's say-so? That's Feng Shui. One thing's for sure, it's no fad here.
Mostly Hong Kong people, they believe Feng Shui. It makes them more stay peaceful. And I think it's good.
This hotel and condo complex might look like it's from Miami. But see that hole in the middle? It's not just for looks. It was designed for the dragon spirit of the mountain to have access to the sea. If you keep your eyes open, you'll see signs of feng shui everywhere. Look out for the fish tanks, which are said to provide a feeling of tranquility. There are even rules for the number and color of fish to make it the most lucky.
I think feng shui actually depends where you stay, which place is comfortable. For me, that's a feng shui.
Older folks still follow the old ways. But even here in China, no one is immune from the culture of the boombox and the lure of the TV.
Most people, they still believe these kind of things. But the young generation, they believe hip-hop. Life has changed.
But few rap stars have ever paid dues like Jackie Chan. Hollywood has made him the world's biggest action star, but his steely stare and iron muscles were made by ancient martial arts.
I think when I was 6.5, when I moved from Hong Kong, moved to Kowloon, because we stay in the martial arts school is kind of like a boarding school.
At this school, Jackie learned his craft as a performer under the strict eyes of the master and became one of the 7 little fortunes. But the basis of his acting skill was his martial arts training.
So many martial artists in Hong Kong. I learned from Hong Kong because there's so many masters. They come to Hong Kong to teach.
He left his school at 17, and it wasn't long before his daredevilry got him a job as a stuntman. Movie mogul Charles Wang has known Jackie since those early days.
I thought, oh, he's just doing all those dangerous, crazy stunts. He did it, not the stunt double, he did it by himself. That's why I say he has something different than anybody else.
Stunt-crazy Jackie Chan is a hero to wannabe martial artists from all over the globe. This guy's a kung fu master and Hong Kong movie stuntman, and when Jackie comes on the set, he gets 100% respect. When he arrives at the set, he summons all the kung fu experts to have a meeting. If we want to do something dramatic, like falling through a table, he'll provide us all with ideas on how to do it. The young Jackie was not fond of schooling, but kung fu turned him from a handful in the classroom to a riot at the box office. Martial arts epitomize Hong Kong. Sure, it's a fighting art, but it was first conceived as a harmonious way of living.
Right now, kind of like a center of martial art. We have everything here.
Getting down and dirty at a kung fu center is something everyone can try. But what gave Jackie a launching pad to success, to fame and fortune, was the Hong Kong movie biz, second in size only to Hollywood itself.
And I think it is a very, very wonderful location. You still have a contrast, the old and the new, and the west and the east. So it is a good place to film it.
Even movie stars need downtime. And if, like Jackie Chan, you need a break from the action superheroing, put down your popcorn and try a little Tai Chi on the waterfront. Tai Chi is an ancient martial art with all the aggression taken out. Coming up next, stay glued to your sofa and check out Hong Kong with action star Jackie Chan. He'll whisk us away to a secret island far from the urban madness of Hong Kong. Just stay with us if you want to find out what a designated driver looks like in paradise.
That's paradise.
High-kicking movie star Jackie Chan is giving us a personal tour of the place he loves best, his hometown, Hong Kong. Now, he's been here, he's been there, but the lure of Hong Kong makes our hero so fond of the place they call the Manhattan of the East.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong is exciting, fast, and glittery. There's more Rolls-Royces per capita than any other place on Earth. It's all action, all the time, and it's great fun. But sometimes the noise, the people, the cars, can be a bit much.
Oh, see? That's the Hong Kong, the sound, the noise everywhere. There's the noise everywhere. You can, the difficult when we're filming in Hong Kong is quiet, nobody quiet, because so tiny place, you know, the sounds everywhere.
So what do you do when you want a little peace and quiet? What do you do if the kids are antsy? Why not ask our favorite movie star?
Changjiang, which is 20 minutes by boat, beautiful. And we go to the island, have a dinner. Wow, that's the best seafood.
Now it's time to recharge your batteries. Chung Chau is a tiny, picturesque island. Its name means Long Island, and it's just that. a thin strip of land just a couple of 100 yards across. It's just a short cruise from Hong Kong, and boats leave from the Central Ferry Terminal every half an hour. At $2.50, it's another cheap day out. There are no cars anywhere on Cheung Chau, and while the ferry terminal still feels crowded, 5 minutes on foot, and you'll feel like you've got the whole island to yourself. Life here is as it's always been, although most of the time the weather is better. Local people get to their homes around Cheung Chau and neighboring islands on sampans, the traditional form of water transportation in Hong Kong. But getting around on land is even more fun. Taxis here are quite an experience. This couple is taking Jackie's advice. They're here to see relatives and friends, and they're on their way for one of Cheung Chau's famous seafood meals.
In Hong Kong, Chinese always eat fresh chicken, fresh fish, everything fresh. You choose the fish, then they cook it for you.
Locals here don't order their food from a menu. They want to see it swimming around right up until it goes in the pan. Another approach is simply to choose it off the plate.
Superb. And the clams.
Wow.
Enough ginger. These things are amazing. I've never seen these before.
Table manners with chopsticks can be tricky, but don't worry. Even experts use their fingers when wrestling with giant shrimp like these.
I think most people just consider Hong Kong to be a shopping haven and completely ignore all the beautiful stuff around and all the local village life, just like on this island here. So they're missing a treat.
Having sampled the delights of island life just minutes away from the center, its lure is bound to drag you back. Hong Kong is a place of dreams and a city of high-octane beauty. Jackie Chan is still in love with his birthplace, Hong Kong. It was the starting point for his movie career, and he'll never forget his roots. Jackie and Hong Kong have grown up together from humble beginnings into something really special. Jackie has emerged from an unknown bit-part stuntman to a Hollywood box office smash. Meanwhile, Hong Kong has grown into one of the great cities of the world. It's a place where East meets West in a fascinating fusion of cultures. But it hasn't lost its ancient and mysterious flavor. You can still experience the ancient feel of China. But in a city that has truly embraced the future, don't expect it to be exactly the same next time you return.
City of Life.
I think that's the image of a Hong Kong building on two sides in the harbor. When I look at it, it's really beautiful. Yeah.